I am tired. Honestly, I am just plain tired of where our conversations seem to be heading. I think we are on course to reach an all-time low in terms of film discussion. The sort of discourse that I'm referring to is about a movie's surface-level, quote-unquote, politics. If a woman is the lead of an action-adventure movie,
jail.
If a character demonstrates any portion of their sexuality if they aren't straight,
right to jail, right away.
There is a portion of the population that is dedicated to raging against anything that doesn't fit within their worldview. How many quartering videos have we seen complaining about a woman-led action movie, a gay kiss, or something of that nature?
No, not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain. In the drain. Look, if you want to watch a streamer that wants to pee in the potty, go watch someone else.
This sort of complaining is always hidden within the cowardice shield of its forced diversity. Stop being a coward and just say you want all characters to fit within your specific worldview of what is acceptable and what is not. I would honestly respect that way more. Here's the thing, there are instances of quote-unquote token diversity. However, the problem isn't that there's a scary minority being the lead of the movie. The problem is that these characters are only used for marketing purposes. A character being gay shouldn't be used to win PR points, it should be an aspect of who they are. Something that can be explored in a genuine and heartfelt way. No, the quartering. Pixar didn't include the gay character in the Lightyear for the purpose of owning conservatives. They included it to make money and for PR points. Are you a literal baby? Do you believe every rumored report that you read on the internet? Would you like some of your mother's milk? There is a genuine problem when companies use minorities and women to win PR points, and that should be rightfully called out. However, it should not be used as a blanket criticism to dismiss any movie or show with a woman or minority lead, which people are clearly and explicitly doing so online. People have been coming after Prey for having a female lead that defeats a predator when literally every other normal person is enjoying the film. And those that have legit criticisms with the film have to be wary lest they be lumped into the same crowd that's using Native American slurs in the reviews of Prey. I just have to wonder, why is it never a problem when you have an underwritten male action hero like in Demolition Man, Fast and Furious, 300, Rampage, Olympus Has Fallen, and that is just to name a few. But the Star Wars sequels, Prey, Atomic Blonde, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, the leads of those movies and shows literally killed my dog and ruined media as a whole. Mediocre characters are mediocre characters, but the energy you put towards a particular group of mediocre characters shows that you have a particular bias. You need to know that I am not fond of Rey from the Star Wars sequels. She is not a very interesting character in my opinion, at least in the films, but ultimately I don't care about her and I don't think about her. Was her characterization worthy of the shit-tastic yelling match that plagued Twitter for multiple years? Absolutely not. There are still people posting on Reddit and Twitter about how Rey pegged their dad, which honestly, I'd pay a considerable amount of money for Daisy Ridley to do that to me. I think my most important thing I have to say, and if you're gonna take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Who cares? We live in an age with an abundance of content. There is literally more quality content than you could possibly ever consume in your lifetime. So ultimately, who fucking cares if the lead of the newest action movie is a woman that is pandering to Gen Z TikTokers that are going to make a fan cam of the film and move on? Did you know that you can skip a movie? Like, you are not legally required to watch something that is not intended for you. Getting legitimately mad at Forces of Destiny, a show made for small children, is comparable to throwing a hissy fit while watching Blue's Clues because the camera work was shoddy. There is so much content made for you. Why do you have to get upset when 1 thing out of 10 is not designed for you to enjoy? The ongoing discussion that sparked me to make this video is the brand new Marvel series She-Hulk. She-Hulk follows Jennifer Walters, the cousin of Bruce Banner. She pulls a certified gamer move and gets some of his blood in her body, which turns her into a Hulk. Each week there's been some bottom of the barrel discussion about She-Hulk, and this is a show that, if I'm being generous, is at like best a 5 out of 10. The first week we had a scene between Jennifer and Bruce that caused an absolute meltdown. This is a scene that actually deserves heavy criticism in my opinion. Bruce and Jennifer have a conversation about anger issues, and Jennifer, being fed up with the situation, proceeds to talk to Bruce about how she can handle her anger very well. This is because she's had to do it infinitely more than Bruce in her opinion. The issues she talks about, being catcalled or getting condescending explanations, this happens to women in the real world every single day. It is a cultural phenomenon that is backed statistically. More than 80% of women will experience sexual harassment before they turn 18. The issue with the scene is that Bruce is having his own life experience invalidated when he's expressing a very real concern that, if not addressed properly, could result in the deaths of innocent people. I've seen the same people online that had problems with Prey, just as a concept, also take issue with this scene. Because of that, it is incredibly difficult to have a nuanced take on She-Hulk without being lumped in with a bunch of chuds that have the media comprehension of a toddler. You have people on the opposite end of the spectrum that won't entertain criticism of media like She-Hulk because of the other side. This is incredibly frustrating for someone like me that wants to talk about media, but isn't really interested in these sorts of culture war conversations that happen every single week. It doesn't help that She-Hulk has a piece of snarky writing every once in a while that is designed to troll the gamers of the world. There is a clip in the 3rd episode of She-Hulk where there is social media and news speculation of Jennifer, and one of the clips features a dude saying something along the lines of, "I'm all for women superheroes, but why can't you get your own thing?" This is a line obviously designed to troll. Is this good writing? No, not by a long shot. Lines that are only in a piece of media to troll without having anything to say or don't come from a place of emotional authenticity lose any weight they might have after a few years. Lines like that absolutely have an expiration date. The Harley Quinn animated clip featuring The Last Jedi and Snyder Cut guys is already dated because both of those issues have lost all their relevancy. It's a time capsule of an incredibly niche and ultimately unimportant issue that will take a far future master historian years to decipher. Film and media discussion is interesting to me because we can talk about things we liked and didn't like, and it's a result of two people either agreeing or disagreeing on the quality of a film or what a film is trying to say. I don't think media discussion is interesting when crackpot conspiracy theorists are dismissing films and TV because of some secret Illuminati agenda to turn all of our children into gay communists. And all of this discussion is happening over fucking She-Hulk, a show that immediately leaves my brain after I've watched an episode because it is being written with no concern for its relevancy or quality. I'm pretty positive the Megan Thee Stallion twerking scene will age like a fine milk. I'm sure this video won't satisfy those on the extreme on both sides of this type of discourse, but I'm not sure that I care. I am becoming worried that film discourse is getting worse. Honestly, the best conversations about movies that I'm having right now are not on these social media sites. They are in the discussion boards of my online film class. I never thought I'd have a riveting conversation with someone about Silence of the Lambs in 2022. I hope you all enjoyed the video today. Make sure to leave a like and check out one of the videos in the end card. Subscribe, hit the bell, and farewell.